Okay, we're back. We're on to the on your own part of lesson 7.5. So I'm going to tell the second cities and windy cities which ones I want you to work on. All right, my second cities today. Notice for this top row, it says draw tiles to make an array. Remember, array means perfectly equal rows. Okay, so for you, I will not make you do all of these. Let's have you do 11 and 13. Make two arrays, okay? Either up in the corner here or on a separate sheet of paper. All right, then my second cities, let me have you do 15 and 16. Let's do 18 and 20. These ones are asking you to find that unknown number. So B is unknown. We don't know what it is. E is unknown. The square is unknown and H is unknown. All right, let me have you do 23. It's asking you to divide this top number by this divisor, which is 4, which is what we practiced today. And then I want you to do the word problems 32 and 33. And then as a challenge, see if maybe you can try number 29. What do you divide 40 by to get the answer of 4? Okay, use maybe your opposite facts to help you. Is there a multiplication fact that you can use and go backwards to help you with that one? And then also try number 30. Okay, my windy cities, I want you to try, here's your W and your color. I want you to also do number 11 just to practice arrays. Number 15 and 16. Number 21. 23. And I want you to do all of these algebra ones. And I'll do one of them with you before you start. I'll do 27 with you. And then I'd like you to do 33, and you can't see it, but also 34. Okay, so windy cities and second cities. For these algebra ones in the middle that are a little bit like missing something, and you have to really use your reasoning to figure it out, how to figure out what the missing number is. I'm going to do 27 as maybe a helpful tip. So right now I have 24 divided by blank equals 8. I don't know what goes here, okay? So what I usually do is I'm going to maybe flip it backwards because most of us are better at multiplication than division. Okay, so I'm gonna go, okay, oh, I just thought of another strategy that might actually be better. So there's two here. Okay, so I could flip it backwards and it would look like this. 8 times blank equals 24. And if you're good at your math facts, you're trying to figure out what factor matches with 8 that gets you 24, right? Okay, but then after I thought of that, I just realized another way to do this, and that is fact families, right? So let's make a whole fact family out of this, okay? And whatever is here is just going to be blank, okay? It's like one of those small numbers, the factors. So I could flip-flop it for multiplication for commutative property, blank times 8 equals 24. Now let's make the two division problems. Remember, in division, you start with the big number, the total. So I'm going to put 24 at the beginning. And then I'm going to put the other numbers like the blank equals 8. And then my other division problem, I still would start with the total again. So the total is in the same place in two of the problems, but then you flip-flop the other two numbers. So I'm going to put the 8 first. Oops. And then the blank. And so there, by kind of moving all all the numbers around and trying all the possible combinations in this fact family, I got an equation that I can actually solve now. 24 divided by 8 equals what? So I could draw 8 rows and pass out 24. I could draw 8 circle groups. I'm going to use that like new strategy that we just learned today, just as one more practice. I could even count by eights until I get to 24, right? Okay. But I know that 8 is a 4 and a 2. So I could do 24 divided by 4 and then 24 divided by 2. I also know 4 is a 2 and a 2 also. So I could even break down, oh man, my little video's in the way now. It's going to work now. A 4 is a 2 and a 2. So I could divide 24 by 2, then by 2, then by another 2. Okay, so I'm going to do that over here for fun. 24 divided in half equals 12. Then 12 divided by another 2 equals 6. And then 6 divided by the other 2 equals 3. Okay, that was just for fun to practice that new strategy. But like I said, if you just counted by 8, how many times would you count by 8 to get to 24? 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 8 is 24, so it'd be 3. Okay, so these ones are more of a challenge. There's more thinking involved of how to flip it around so you can figure out what that missing number is by maybe using multiplication facts instead. So 24 divided by 3 equals 8. Like I could now go in and fill in all of these missing numbers, right? And it makes sense now. 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 8 is 24. 24 divided by 3 is 8. And 24 divided by 8 is 3. Okay, so now that you have a little tip of how to do those algebra ones in the middle, go ahead, circle the problems you need to do that go with your color. And then pause the video, try them by yourself, and come back and see how you did. You know what? Remembering from YouTube the other day, I have to make the video shorter. So I'm actually going to put the answers to this onto a new video.